What's up, guys? I have a confession to make. I've used you. I used you all. I used you in a social experiment as a reflection of the Pokemon hobby and how things are going forward on YouTube. I've noticed a lot of negativity lately, especially on Pokemon Twitter, but definitely on TikTok and YouTube and stuff as well. And I wanted to see what would happen if I took a harmless TikTok about a woman gifting her son a Pokemon box for his birthday, and I made a negative reaction and I made a positive reaction. I just want to see the difference, to see maybe what it would tell us about where our hobby's at right now, or even the way that YouTube pushes this kind of stuff out. So yes, I used you. You were all my guinea pigs. Just like a mad scientist right here, this guy. Of course, don't forget to like this video, share it out to everybody you know, get subscribed, leave a comment down below. If you guys don't, I cannot get my cat Will a special elective penis surgery. He's going to be the first cat ever to get a Doberman dick transplanted onto him. Look at him. He needs it. So the TikTok I used for this came from Rebby Hardy. She's actually a very popular TikTok content creator. She's the wife of Matt Hardy, the professional wrestler, and she did something really nice for her son. Now, when I made the negative about this video, I didn't necessarily not mean what I said. Like, there was a couple cringe moments in the video, but that didn't take away from the overall heartwarming feeling I got from watching it. So what I want to do now is show you guys the two different shorts, let you see what I'm talking about, and then I want to talk about the difference in the analytics as far as YouTube goes and what it means for us in our Pokemon hobby. All right, let's talk about the positive one first, since it got the most views. I know the Pokemon hobby is full of lots of negativity right now, but I just saw this really amazing moment on TikTok, and I want to share it with you guys.
For a man are over.
He's gonna lie to you no matter what.
So I'll be devoting 200%
Shout out to Rebby
of my
Hardy
gift-giving
for
effort to
putting in
my
this
baby.
much
This
work
is a
for her
Pokemon gift
son.
box I'm
Her
making
son
for
Wolfie
my
turning
son
8 years
Wolfie's
old.
8th
She's doing
birthday.
all this
Let's
work
see
to
what he
make
thinks.
a truly special Pokemon birthday present for him. The attention to detail is great. She put amazing stuff in the box. Look at his reaction. I mean, he is just so happy. It is truly a great moment. I know we get caught up in the negativity a lot, but this is what makes our hobby great. And we need to normalize sharing this kind of stuff out, because we need these reminders, right? We need these reminders of all the great moments in this hobby instead of focusing on all the negative. Congratulations, Wolfie, on your awesome birthday gift. All right, now to make this very clear, I tried to do these videos as close to exactly the same as I could. They're about the same length. There was a small difference there because of the way I edited. I posted them at the exact same time, one on a Thursday, one on a Friday. I tried to make the layout the exact same. I tried to keep everything as similar as possible so that we could see, maybe there's some little sneaky trick in there where if your short is 51 seconds instead of 54 seconds, it's going to get better traction. I don't know. I'm obviously not a YouTube master. That's why you need to subscribe to me, so I can get out of 6,500 sub hell that I'm in. Let's take a look at the negative. So I saw this Pokemon TikTok today, and it really made me cringe. Let's give it a watch real quick.
This is how I'm trying to be with somebody's son. Yeah, mine. The days of extravagant gifts for a man are over.
He's gonna lie to you no matter what.
Maybe if you didn't pick the kind of dudes that expect you to get lip injections and Botox, you might have better luck with men.
I'll be devoting 200% of my gift-giving effort to my babies.
I feel a little bad about
gift
that
box
one.
I'm making for my
Please tell
son
me you did
Wolfie's
not name your
8th
son
birthday.
Wolfie.
Let's
He's
see
going
what
to
he
spend the
thinks.
rest of his life getting the shit kicked out of him.
Thank you, Mama. Oh, thank you so much. You're welcome.
Yikes.
Look what you got. Oh my god.
I have a few regrets Please, about let's this not one. normalize buying an 8-year-old jungle and base set packs. Like, this is ridiculous. Are you a shitty mom, or are you trying to overcompensate for something? Like, in no normal world do you need to buy your 8-year-old son $500 packs of cards. The truth is, this could have been a really great moment without her cringe bullshit. So I saw this Pokemon TikTok today, and it really made me cringe. Okay. Let's talk about that one. Okay. Now, there's a couple things in there that I didn't necessarily lie about, like the feelings I got. I do think it was a little cringe in the beginning that she talked about how she's going to buy presents for her son instead of a man because all they do is lie anyway. I do think that it kind of took away from the warmth of the video a little bit. And I get you're trying to be like, yes, girl, kind of shit. And I totally understand that. But for what the video was about, I thought that was unnecessary. Everything else, is not stuff I would ever say out loud in public. And I knew I was taking a risk here making this short because I'm on a really big kick lately about just putting positive energy out into the world, trying to be a better person. And these are not the kinds of things that I would say normally. But I really had to sell it. I couldn't pretend. I couldn't half-ass it or it wouldn't have worked. And the results from the comparison are actually really impressive. And I want to take a look at them right now. So here is the comparison of both shorts side by side. You can see that the positive one, Pokemon TikTok is heartwarming, is on the left with the blue label. And this Pokemon TikTok is trash is the purple label on the right side. The negative one, obviously. So it was funny because at one point, you see where I uploaded one and uploaded the other the next day. At one point we're here, and this is the negative one was doing significantly better. We were talking like 7,000 views compared to 2,000. This doesn't accurately reflect what I was seeing numbers-wise. And I already had all the titles written in my mind, right? I'm like, man, the world is ending. Everybody hates everybody. YouTube hates positivity. Pokemon people want to see each other fail. Old man yelling at cloud, all that kind of stuff. But then something funny happened. As you can see, the negative one started nosediving and the positive one really took off. And when I say really took off, you need to understand that I'm a small channel here. I don't go viral, okay? And I'm also aware that this is the smallest possible sample size, a 1 versus 1. So I'm not a moron. I get that this is not a definitive answer here.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
But I just wanted to see for this one small experiment what would happen. And shout out to you guys. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to the Pokemon hobby because you guys showed that this is what you want to see, right? We have 20,393 views on the positive and 11,842 views on the negative. I'm happy. That makes me happy because I truly believe that this Pokemon hobby is a positive space. I think it's amazing. I've never seen so much generosity. I've never met so many kind people. And to see what it's going through right now really makes me sad. So I was really hoping the positive video would win, but I had a feeling the negative one was going to win. And there's some questions as to why that is. Have you guys ever wondered why people stop and rubberneck it at a car crash? Or why people are happy to see other people fail? I'm sure there's plenty of studies that have been done on it, and I'm sure there's plenty of answers why. But I didn't research it because I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Plus, I'm too lazy. I think the answer is that we just want to see somebody that's comparatively worse off than we are, right? And that makes sense. If you're feeling bad about yourself and you walk out your front door and you see somebody doing worse than you, isn't that the easiest and most simplest way for you to feel better about yourself? And when we say it out loud, it sounds like shit, and I totally understand that. But it doesn't make it not true. It's obviously the truth. You have that neighbor who has a nicer house than you, has a newer car than you, his kids are in sports, and it makes you feel crappy about yourself. But then every day when he goes to work, you see the same dude go over there and bang out his wife every day, and you feel a little bit better about yourself, right? You just want to hit him with the...
Sometimes it just sucks to suck.
So the other things I kind of noticed, I was hoping I could do a deep dive into these analytics and kind of get more of an idea, more of an answer here as to why the positive popped off more than the negative. But there actually isn't a lot of answers here. I mean, you can see everything else is pretty similar, right? YouTube recommending it on the shorts feed, blah, blah, blah. See, the U.S. likes the positive more than the negative. I'm a little surprised at Canada. Maybe because Canada is so full of all nice people, they like to watch shitty stuff on YouTube. I don't know. Viewer age looks like 35 or 35 to 44. Maybe when you get older, you get more crotchety and you're like, yeah, screw that lady. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can look up in here, but I feel like that's really not going to give me any answers. So what I'm choosing to believe in this is that Pokemon hobby is just a positive space. It's a good place. I was nervous making that short. I don't want people to be their only impression of me, to be an asshole. And I'm sure, it says 11,000 people watch that negative TikTok, and probably none of them are going to watch this video. So I was concerned about that, but I was more curious about the results than I was about the risk. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think this is just a small sample size bullshit? Do you think that it's just proof that positivity wins out more than negativity? Or do you think maybe my channel's just too small to be an accurate gauge of this kind of stuff? I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say, so please let me know down in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you don't hold that -1 against me. Love y'all.